capibara, 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 capibara.
Capibara.
Kakibara, 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 kakibara.
Per la città, Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back. Thank you for your patience during our ad break. Now back to our scheduled programming. Enjoy the stream.
Friends, happy Sunday to you. Welcome on in. I hope you're all well. Hello to Flame and to Noms and to Nay and Mr. Croesus, as he is now known. No, still Butsis. Still Butsis. Hello. Yeah, how is married life treating you? Obviously you, wife. But you're right here. You're there. She's there.
I'm a nasty girl, fantastic. Este culo natural o no plastic. Lo que toco lo hago bombastic. Todo eso gila.
I do love those dancing chickens. They are super cool. How is everyone? How are you all doing? I hope you're having a lovely weekend. So, Process, we have to ask me, where are you currently? Are you guys honeymooning somewhere? Or are you back home? What's the deal? Where's everyone at? And I guess congratulations as well. Ugh, whatever. But yeah, I'm not playing around today. I have updated stream info now. I'm very sorry. I did forget as I pressed start stream. I was like, oops, didn't update the stream details. Yeah, but now they are correct and we're journaling today. We are not playing WoW, which may be a relief to some of you and a disappointment to others. So, been a little over a week and I've been reminded at least 85 times that what's mine is hers. Yep. Ah, nice. You're back home. Cool. It is accurate. It is accurate. Yeah. Prenup or no prenup. The second you get married, that's it. There's, yeah, exactly. It's not your bed anymore. No. It is the collective term. Bed. Hello, Tama as well. Or Mrs. Butsis, as you will now forever be known. Seems reasonable, right? You marry a Butsis, you become Mrs. Butsis, right? Yeah. Dems to rules. Miles begs to differ. Yeah, that's true. All, you know, married ownership laws are null and void when there are cats involved. Yeah, the cats, they claim all. Everything does belong to the cats. Mrs. Butsis. Okay, she's happy with her new name. That's good, as long as she's happy. I mean, honestly, it was happening regardless, but it makes it easier if she's happy with it. So yeah, journaling. I done something a little bit silly, chat. Let me switch over. So you may recall, last time we were journaling, we were doing a traveling journal. It didn't look like this because it was a different traveling journal. But yeah, I was in a group. I signed up for a group. There are, I think, 7 of us trading journals around in a circle at the moment. And then I've been enjoying it so much that when my friend said, "Ooh, should we do one?" I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. Why not? So joined another group. And then another set of friends said, "Oh, we're going to do a traveling journal. Do you want to join in?" I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. So now I'm doing 3 journals a month and I may slightly regret that decision. We'll see. Probably will regret that decision. You need to show me your new notebook. You do. All stationery must go through the stationery approvals process. Right, hold on. You don't have music. You should have music. Are you getting music? I feel like that is not... Oh no, you are. Okay. Music good? Music bad? Too loud? Not loud enough? Let me know. I shall adjust if needs be. It's fuzzy. Your notebook is fuzzy. Fluffy? I'm not sure how I feel about that. But okay. If that's what you want to do, then You'll have to post it in Discord and then we can all judge it, Croesus. It is the way. So this is traveling notebook number 2. You'll notice this one is a little bit thinner. We've not gone quite so chunky with this one. It's just a little notebook. There's only, I think, 7 of us taking part in this group, and a couple of people are only adding to the journal. They're not doing their own journal, so I figured less pages would probably be fine. Pretty simple. We've got a little title page going on. There's a lot more sticker action in this because drawing is hard. I'm going to write a letter that's going to go into here. That is the whole point of that pocket. Light is too bright again, isn't it? Okay, I can't get this right. I still need a new... how's that? Is that better? Or still too bright? Let me know. I need to work on camera setup for top-down streams. I haven't had a brainwave of a decent solution yet. Hopefully one day. Too bright. Still too bright. Okay, what if I just turn that off completely? Still too bright. You posted the pics in there so fluffy. I mean, that seems like the most accurate place to put it, honestly. Let's all go and judge Croesus's notebook. I mean, okay. I'll accept it. Did it come with a comb? Can you brush it? What if we turn this down a little bit? It's not quite so glary. Is that a bit better? Can you see a bit easier now? Oh, okay. Good, good. Yeah, I don't hate this notebook. I think it's pretty cool. Is it lined or blank or dot grid? What kind of paper does it have? The tail, is that like properly 3D extra on the back? Like, does it have something in it to make it stand out from the notebook, or is it just a white patch? Fangs would be cute. Fangs would be cute. Lined. Ah, never mind. Can't win them all, I guess. Anyway. I'm sorry, Croesus. It's a very lovely notebook. What are your plans for the notebook? Or did you just see it and decided that you needed it and it doesn't have a plan? Is it a just because notebook? Yeah, there was judgment. Obviously. Yes, and to write in. Well, I mean, obviously. But anything specific? I don't like lines. It's far too ordinary. Okay, this is one of the pages that I do need to do today. This is the one that is all about me. You can see it's very blank other than some washi tape. I'm not going to do that one today. This one is a nice easy page. You just have to add pink stuff. So, simples. Plans to do, to remember, etc. So, like a bullet journal then. I'm probably going to do some of this page today. And which one did I set up? This one and this one. So this is where we're going to be working mostly today. I don't know how much I'm going to get done. We shall see. Oh yeah, and the greenhouse. I have big plans for the greenhouse. Big plans. So, I'm going to start with this page. Hopefully you can see it okay. I feel like the lighting is still really rubbish. I honestly don't know how to make it any better though at this point. Because the light is coming from like under here. So the idea of this page, it's going to be like a this or that kind of thing for people to fill in. I'm all about stationery because obviously, you know, who doesn't love stationery? I have some letter stickers that I'm going to do the title with. And then I do have to the side of me so many sticker binders, obviously. I might actually just see if I can track down some of the stickers I intend to use for this page, so I can see where they're going to fit. I don't think vintage stationery is going to be the right colours. No. Not that binder. Next. How big is this notebook? Is it like a A5 size? Do you plan to put it in a pocket, or how are you carrying that around? So I have these cards that I intend to use on this page. Carrying the notebook, yeah, like for writing notes while you're out and about. Is that not your intention? I'm thinking these colours should work with these guys. That's what your phone is for. Ugh. Buys a cute notebook. Still uses phone. Okay. I think these colours will work together. Yes. Okay. Cool. Release the stickers from the tiny prisons. What is everyone else up to today? I feel like Mr. and Mrs. Butzers don't need to answer that question. Probably best they don't. But for everyone else, what are you up to? I'm guessing Nay is probably playing WoW. Do I want to use any of these? Maybe. Any that I have replacements for can be used. You can only use a sticker if you've got a backup. Them's the rules. You're not playing WoW yet, I'm surprised. I'm hoping I might get some time in the week. Come and do some stuff. Oh, you're leveling alts, huh? Let's see. Which alt number is that? Number 4. Very good going. I have leveled exactly 0 alts. Just my main. But that's okay. I'd rather get everything, well, not everything done. Obviously, that is not possible. I'd rather get a lot of things done. So the idea is, on these cards, we're going to draw a little line down the center and have like a question at the top and then 2 answers, and you put your name depending on which side of the line you fall on. So for example, notebook. Are you a lined person or a dot grid person? Is the kind of plan for these. So I need to figure out how many of these I actually want. And I might as well draw them up while we're here. Ah, fortuitous, I have my stationary ruler with me today too. Good. What pen is going to write nicely on here, do we think? Let's grab some of those out just in case. So I might actually do that, lined or dot grid. Laying out a journal page, aka procrastinating for a homework ask from my psychologist. Ooh. What kind of spread are you laying out? Make it look pretty, then do the hard work later. Exactly. The prettiness is the motivation to do the hard work. That's the rules. You have a fun... I'm sorry, what? Are you okay? Do you have a fun theme for your layout that you're doing them? Any very random statements like that from Marco? She's playing Icarus, just so that you are in the loop of what she's up to. She is indeed playing Icarus. How did you guess? Okay, like so. Paper reference, dot grid, lined. There is one. Probably I'm only gonna get 3 of these on a page. Oh, is that why I made 6 of them, perhaps? That could be why. This is why we build a house out of stone. Okay, so what about ink? Are we a black ink kind of person, or do we prefer coloured ink? I have not been tempted into Icarus. Nope. Just, there's not even a yet at the end of that, just I have not been. Rainbow theme, nice. I approve, Noms. Black or all the colour for ink? I should, it's a lot of fun. The thing is, right, I don't have enough time to commit to multiple games anymore. I can barely commit to the one game that I enjoy playing. So trying to add even more seems unlikely to happen, you know? Okay, fountain pen or gel pen? There was a crap ton of ores I had to collect to build a stone house. You're going through video game withdrawal? Why are you not gaming? I mean, we all know Tama games, so that's not a valid excuse. The couple that plays together stays together, obviously. Alright, wife? I'm waiting for her to respond. No? Not true? Maybe true? I get the impression my wife's not listening to me, you know? Take back what I said. Huh? I said the couple that plays together stays together, right, wife? No, she's still not responding, so yeah,
You in my ears.
I figured you had a delay, which is why I was waiting, but you left me hanging for a very long time. Okay, stickers or washi tape? Didn't say anything about listing. That's true. That's true. Okay, I need 2 more things. 2 more station related this or that. How much longer is Tama staying? Has she got a good break from work this time? Until Friday. Oof. Stencil versus freehand. Thank you, Nom. That's a good one. We don't talk about her leaving. Obviously not. Obviously not. She's not leaving. She's just going to a different place for a little while. Okay, last one. I mean, it did start to feel a bit like I was saying there. Going to enjoy the rest of her life on the farm. No, not that. It's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. Okay. Shipping out to the glue factory, exactly. We don't talk about the glue factory though, it's the farm. I'm feeling like a style. So like, do we go for cute or what would be like a non-cute style? Not a non-cute style, that makes it sound like I hate it. Like, sketchy. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. How would you categorize that style that is not my style, Alco? In a nice way. Chaotic. No, that's not the word I was looking for. Okay. Style. Kawaii and not kawaii. Yeah. There's like a specific style that is very prevalent in the journaling community in general that is very much not my preferred aesthetic. And it's just, I don't know if there's a word for it. I need to find some examples now to show you, although it might really offend people. Yeah. Let me think of somewhere. Oh, yeah. If we go to the washi tape shop, there is bound to be just a whole ton of stuff in the style that is not my style. That's not quite what I mean. Yeah, I'm trying to find an example. I put that on. Does that work? No. Let me just switch it off and we can browse together. Right. Do they have any like sets or bundles? They have a whole load of sets and bundles. Right. Stuff that is not my vibe, this type of thing. So like random chintzy, that may be the word I'm looking for, yeah. With like random characters and all, like I don't mind the watercolory sketchy flowers, but it wouldn't be the first thing that I would pick. Kind of, yeah, traditional watercolor, exactly. But it's just such a huge aesthetic in the journal and planner community, and I don't really understand why. It's very, dare I say, kind of a bit looking. Or maybe I'm just really immature and I've not grown up. Grown up, yeah, this is the thing. It's very that. Yeah, grown up. Maybe that's what I do. Cute versus grown up. Of course you are. I remember that, Croesus. I do remember that. We had a whole discussion about it. Like this as well. Again, if this is your bag, I don't mean to offend. It's just not for me. There is one roll of this tape that I do like. Which is oddly just the flowery part. Maybe it is that. Maybe it is that they're targeting the... I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But yeah, if I could just buy this one, I quite like these flowers. They come slightly further away from the watercolor thing into a different place. But yeah, the rest of it, nah. Okay, so what are we saying? Cute versus something. We spent a few extra days in Vegas and took a few more days getting back to Texas because we drove up and back. Nice. Exactly. Not long at all. And Alco and I will definitely try and meet up with you while you're over here. We are well overdue a catch up. So we will do something. Yes, wife? I wish there was a camera on Alco today. She said absolutely closest, she can't wait. If I have to show up at your house, I will. Eee. No, we can make it out. It'll be fine. I mean, that's not saying you can't come here. Obviously, you're more than welcome. But there's, you know, it's Wales. Reminds me of all the non-modern cross-stitch. They were just the yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like the very, oh, maybe it's cute versus traditional. Is that the word I'm looking for? Maybe? I don't know how to say it without offending people, because if that's your bag, then, you know. Yeah, did you do much gambling? Other than, you know, getting married? Life's biggest gamble, some might say. Right, let's go for cute. I feel like one of these should actually have been functional over pretty. Although I try and do a good balance of both. Right, cute or traditional? Listen. Yeah, okay. Listen. We're always listening, Croesus. Even when you don't want us to be. I'm gonna stick these down first, which is not normally how I would do a page. But I want to know how much space I've got to decorate this. Stitch as Elvis marrying people at Disney. That could be fun. Speaking of dinosaurs, I do need to set up my journal for next week also, but I'm not sure I'm going to get time for that today. I guess it depends how long we want to stream for. Oh no, I've run out of glue. Didn't get that, no. I've seen Lilo and Stitch, but it's one of those movies that kind of went in one ear and straight out the other, you know? It didn't stick. But now that you have explained it, that would be cute. Disowned? What? I've watched it. I said I watched it. It's not like I've not seen it. It just didn't make a lasting impression, I guess. In quite the same way. I also don't understand, or probably Nom is going to phone me even harder for this. When we go to Disney, there seems to be a very excessive amount of Stitch merch. Would you agree with that, wife? Wait while she catches up. And like, he's cute and all, but I'm not like a big Stitch fan. He's not my favourite character, you know? Don't disown me, Nom. You love me really. Overhyped, yes, Croesus, exactly. Okay, Nom's going to pick on you instead now, Tanae. Thank you very much for volunteering as tribute there. I do appreciate that. Because of all the TV shows and extra movies, yeah, probably. But it was, so, you know, they had a couple of recent films out. When did Wish come out? I think that had been released fairly recently when we last went to Disney, and there was barely any Wish merch. I think people, well, adults like Stitch because he is like a lovable rebel. You know, he is the non-conforming being that
He's a naughty boy.
all adults wish they could be. If it wasn't for responsibilities and being a grown-up and all of that shit. Okay, stuck down. Let us put in a title. Chaotic good, eventually, yes. And he's cute and fluffy. I mean, is he actually though? I jest, of course.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
I am going to get myself in trouble. Damn. Why are we damning Butsus? My Stitch hate? I don't hate him. He says he is, so therefore he is. Isn't that how it works? Yes, true. That is exactly how it works. I think this goes up that way. Probably it won't matter, right? Flynn. He's Flynn Rider, right? From Tangled. He's also like an anti-prince as well. When you consider all of the princes and princesses, not that all of them are princesses, obviously, but so professional. It makes it easier to place them, Nom. It's not me trying to be profesh, although obviously I am. It just makes it easier to peel them, and means my giant fingers are out of the way. I can see where I'm putting it down. These stickers, I shouldn't even really have these. My lovely friend Lilybean, who has her own sticker shop, she sent me a sample sheet, which is these lovely foiled rainbow delightful stickers. And I asked if I could buy some more. If I could buy another sheet. Because I needed some more for titles. I had run out of the letters that I needed for some of the titles that I was doing. So she sent me basically one of each of the sheets that she had done. And I will be buying, especially these. I don't know if you can see. These are, they look silver from One Direction, but they're actually holographic foil. And they're on like a clear, very thin sticker paper. I love them a lot. Probably eats pizza with a knife and fork too. I mean, obviously, who doesn't? What kind of animal are you, Croesus? No, I do not eat pizza with a knife and fork. I feel like I'm going to put one of these little notebooks here. Butsis is being rude today. Sorry, Mr. Butsis is being rude today. Isn't it very annoying that in this day and age, men still don't change their status when they get married? Women still go from Miss to Mrs. But men are still misters. It's a natural state. An animal, yeah. Sorry if my feminism was showing just a little too much there. I do apologise. Down with the patriarchy and all that. This or that? Does this look like an animal to you? I mean, it's got a pair of pointy ears on its head, so yes. Very much so. And then, so yeah, the gift included quite a lot of other sheets of stickers there. I think she made these specifically for the event she's doing this weekend that I'm not at, which is why I'm journaling today. So they're only available at that event currently, but I just happen to have, you know, she's very good to me. Okay, so this or that, and I'm going to see if I can write down here stationery edition with the little letters, which are also the same, so they look silver from One Direction, but they're actually rainbow hollow. Very cool. How much space am I gonna need? This is the problem. Are you? Yeah, sadly none. I wish I was not. Because I could very much do with an extra day of playing with stickers. I mean, Butsis, you've played Warcraft, right? And I'm not talking about WoW now, I'm talking about actual Warcraft. What do the orcs say when you send them out to do something? And please be very proud that I just made a Warcraft reference. Been a hot minute. Fair. Actually, no, not fair. You should still know. So this sticker paper, this it's clear, but it's also got like a matte finish on it, and it is notoriously difficult to peel, so tweezers come in super handy for this. Nope, didn't get it, didn't get it. Got it. Job's done. Exactly. Stationery, yeah. Does anybody else have to spell out loud to make sure they don't mess it up? Just me? You missed custom maps in Warcraft 3. I didn't play a lot of Warcraft. I did play some. When I got my Blizzard starter pack of back catalogued games, I did install it and give it a try. What would you say was your favourite? Never mind, I know the answer to this already. It's Diablo. I was going to say between Diablo and Warcraft, but obviously it's Diablo. I don't even need to ask that question. I know, Flame. As soon as I started asking the question, I knew I didn't need to finish. That was not a Magnus Magnuson moment. When does the I can't say new season, but it's not new season, is it? It's the expansion come out. Although new season also, but my brain just hadn't caught up, okay? I was deep in the thicker chill zone. My mouth was just running away with itself. Asking dumb questions before my brain caught up. How you doing, Flame? I hope you're well. I really need to sort out my face camera angle for journal streams. It probably needs to be like down here somewhere on the desk, but that would look abysmal. And there would be far too many chins involved. Alma just asked me to choose between Diablo and RuneMod. Ooh, good choice, Alma. I like that question. I approve. Continue, please, Butsis. We all need to know the answer to this. I think RimWorld, more variability and replayability. I probably would choose the same, honestly. I definitely agree. I've not played RimWorld for ages. I should. Yeah, if I start a new game of RimWorld and I, you know, spend the first full day of gaming just in the character creator setting up my colony, yeah, I'm lost for a long time. I might have to do. I don't have time. I don't have time to play RimWorld as well at the moment. No. I refuse to be suckered in like that. Nice try though. I haven't even pre-ordered the Diablo expansion. Have you, Alco? No? I'm not sure I've actually finished the campaign from the last one. I still don't actually know what Nerella's been up to. Oops. I also really love the latest pack. It forces you to move and explore. Oh, yeah, I don't think I have the most recent one for RimWorld either. What is it called? Remind me. You haven't either? Oh boy. Are you going to grab it or not? I know obviously money, but you've paid for the wedding now, right? Wow. You've had the wedding. Paid for it is a whole different thing, right? I cannot get this eye to peel. RimWorld Odyssey, yes. That's it. If I manage to substantially free up some evening time, which I'm kind of hoping to do, then I might look at some RimWorld at some point. She dropped $400 on a bag at the outlets. Oof. Brand? Got it. RimWorld streamed officially confirmed. I mean, I don't think I said that. Kate Spade, ooh. Isn't it Kate Spade that's recently done a whole Hello Kitty range? Do not be asking Croesus about that. Absolutely not. He will throw me under the bus as soon as he sees it. He hasn't bought one from Kate Spade since she passed because they stopped making Quirky bags. Aww, that's a shame. Yeah, the chromy one is the one that suckered me in and made me start looking as well. And then Converse did a Hello Kitty range, and I looked at them and they were just kind of a bit disappointing. They were not what I wanted from Hello Kitty shoes. And yes, I would buy Hello Kitty shoes. As we all understand, I'm on the cute side, not the traditional side or grown-up side. Okay, so little notebook I think is going to go up here. Stationery edition. Maybe I should move that eye over a bit, but tough. Staying there now. I've never seen her run through a store. Pretty sure she pushed over two
Apologies
elderly
for
folks.
interrupting
Oh,
your
no.
viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Okay, this is a big deal. I don't normally use my die cut stickers because they are, I'm gonna say, too precious, and that's not quite the word that I mean. No, actually it is. It is the word that I mean. I love them too much. But since this journal is coming back to me, a couple of them can go in. And also, if the elderly folks were in the way of the cute bags, then more for them for being in the way. Should have known better. Love little pens around here. Add in a little stack of washi down here. This one's actually tricky, stickers or washi. I'm not sure which I would pick out of that. I do enjoy both. Do you have rainbow stickers that you're using, Nom, or are you drawing your rainbows in?
Thank you for your patience during our ad break. Now back to our scheduled programming. Enjoy the stream.
It was a good deal. She saw the same bag over there for £450. And she got it without the keyring for $236. That's a pretty good deal then. Okay. How do you guys handle taxes when she shops over there? Okay, she does end up paying it. Is there a way that you can claim it back? Not you, probably her. Like when we go to France, if we get a specific type of invoice, we can claim back any tax we've paid in France. Because we're not French residents. Fair enough. Oh, don't clunk the watch. Classic old school Bic highlighter. This needs something. I'm not sure what. Oh, I forgot a whole set of other sheets. More stickers. If you could get up and game right now, Croesus, what would be the game that you would decide to play currently? What are you jonesing for the most? Icarus. You're gonna get Thomas some deep dish pizza? Nice. We had our very first, wait, hold on, have we announced? We had our very first slim chickens the other day, and it was delicious. Tier 5 came out and I haven't even seen it yet. Slim chickens. You heard me. Yes, that is what I said. Oh, you don't know Slim Chickens? Oh. What did it say on the thing? Something like Arkansas's best chicken or something. Hold on. I had an email from them earlier. What did it say? Mm-mm. There it is, there it is, there it is. Arkansas's favourite fresh chicken right here in the UK. They do like chicken tenders, chicken burgers, chicken. They do chicken. But also, more importantly, they do onion strings. And they were delicious. I am flesh. Yes, well spotted. Okay, I think I'm happy with this one. I think that is done. But yes, we did eat chicken. And I will fill this in for myself when I get downstairs and I have a coloured pen to hand. Why are we goddamming it now? We had some chicken tenders and we had some onion strings. And it was delicious. We got broken in Turkey. All of the very vegetarian food was too much. And we said, please no more. Okay, next spread. I am a monster. You are quite right. Thank you for noticing. I have brought with me some paper. So I have stuck in a sheet of black chocolate paper on this side. And this is going to be like a goals and dreams page. And what I thought I would do for this side is draw some clouds and cut them out so everyone can grab a cloud and write a dream on it and stick it in the page. That's the plan. And now I have to draw. And we all know that's not really my strong point. And I also need to make sure I have enough room for everyone to put a cloud on here. Well, let me just confirm how many people this is going to. I have someone has given some sneak peeks of their journals. I'm just having a look at what they've done. Now we can share meat. I don't like the way you worded that. Okay, there's 8 of us, so I need to fit 8 clouds on here. Oof, right. And that's divided by 4. And then roughly there. And roughly there. Right, okay. I mean, honestly, gross as it came out of your mouth, of course I'm taking it out of context. very fair, I think. Can you even see this? This is me pencil drawing. Nope. I'm so sorry. I will go around it in black liner once I have drawn out some cloud shapes. One, two, three, four. And if you don't have the counting song from Sesame Street in your head right now, why are we even friends? Eight clouds. Done. I'm going to line them with the thickest pen I have, so sorry for punching the microphone. Ooh, you've posted. Yay. Okay, I shall go and have a look momentarily. I was so very tempted to get myself the sushi box that I got you when the sushi set was on offer. I think they've actually sold out of it now. Yeah, I have accidentally gotten on into stickers also. Oops. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Not that they were forgotten, but that they have been rediscovered. It is my fault. Oh, I was gonna say, you know how we were talking, definitely not talking about subscribing to sticker subscription. If you were considering doing that, wait until they put out the 50% off for your first box. They pretty much every month do a like a discount code. Indeed. And if you're doing that, I would highly recommend, if it's a theme that you really love, like subscribe at the ultimate tier and get it at half price, obviously. And then you can downgrade to just like the sticker sub for future months. Because then you get the cute box and the pin and all of the stickers. Okay, good. I'm glad that you had girl mathed that already. I think the rules are that you can skip 2 times in a row. If you skip a 3rd time, I think they cancel your sub. And they've just started doing free gift if you sub, so I think your 3rd, 5th, 6th and 12th sub or something stupid like that, you get bonus goodies now. So your 12th one is a binder. I think there's some, I've just hit my either my 5th or my 6th one, and it's the first month they've done it, so I don't know what some of the earlier ones are, but this month I'm getting some free sticky notes. And I've chosen the boba ones. It was either boba or froggies. Adding a little bit of grey to the clouds, and I'm pretty sure you can't see this either. Free binders are going to be death for you, yeah. Just don't try and hit the free binders unless it's a binder you really love. There will always be more binders. It's when they do a plushie. So one of the very first orders that I made with them, they had a red panda freebie. So they've got a range of stickers that are pandas but inbred. And with that one I got a binder, a little baguette plushie, and a tote bag I think I got with that one. Yes, because it says I just loaf you on it. Cute. They're on sale at the moment. Yeah, red pandas are very cute. The other thing I need to do today, I need to plug in my cutting machine and actually get it to cut me some stickers. I went shopping on Etsy earlier for some digital files I can print and cut myself. Speaking of bread, and now YouTube link. What this? Does it have noise? I muted it. All I wanted was a bit of bread. How long is this? Okay, hold on. Hold on. We switch. And now we can all enjoy bread. Full screen bread? Is this muted for you? Very rude. Obviously.
Look at my bakery. I got some cake, I got it flavory.
Flavory.
Hot and spicy, sweet and savory. Bake it, cook it, make it right. Matzo pizza make me high. Sold my mom for pizza. Bye, bye, bye. Mamma mia, that was a bad idea. Explosive diarrhea. The gluten's really bad. But sorry, brain makes me kinda horny. My homies try to warn me. I'm celiac and dead. Bread.
Where do you find these things, Nom? Okay. Thank you for that. That was definitely something. Welcome back, Roses. I hope you all enjoyed that little musical interlude there. Let's see if none. One of the things I need to find some time to do at some point in the future is switch over from to Streamabot. Oh, the unicorns, yes. Thank you very much, Butsis. Is that the throwables thing? I couldn't figure that out last time, but it's new, so I didn't understand it. In hindsight, this is possibly not the most interesting journal spread for you to watch me make. Fussy cutting 8 individual clouds to stick on the page. I'm so sorry. Could have planned that a little better, huh? No bleak pizza veg. JD Vance is going to be in Austin tomorrow. Well, then you have a mission, Process. I want you to find him and just walk behind him wherever he goes and just keep saying, wanker, wanker, as loudly as possible. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend throwing things at the vice president. Pretty sure that gets you into trouble. Not even a banana, no. Yeah. It'd be a waste of a banana, honestly. And I don't even like bananas. But yeah, you can definitely go and do some catcalling, right? They can't arrest you for that, can they? Oh, actually, probably they can. Austin is an odd choice, yes. Maybe they're trying to swing you all their way. Good fucking luck with that, mate. No, indeed. Although when I think of Texas in general, I would say that I would think of Texas as being definitely more red than blue. Only today? You've got midterms coming up, right? And I'm presuming that's why old Piggy Eyes is out on the road. Trying to drum up support. Funny. Oh, it's bound to be related, yeah. I would like to know where I send the bill for the extra I'm having to pay on petrol. Since someone decided to start a war in the Middle East again. It has gone up by 20p a litre in the past couple of weeks, and I am unimpressed. Oh, I can well imagine it was. I'm sure that seemed like a really good idea before someone decided to start a war. Probably would have been cheaper to fly, I'm guessing. Oh, just on that one, or we should not be being political in here. True, true. However, the bit that someone decided to get involved in has nothing to do with anyone's freedom. I filled up in Vegas and it cost me $60. I mean, that's, well, yeah, I pay roughly about that for my car. And I'm paying for diesel as well, which is extra pricey. I think I'm paying roughly $162 at the moment. Yeah, they are. There's a really funny meme going around at the moment. And this woman is saying that she doesn't believe that the price of fuel is going up and it's all a hoax, because when she puts £20 of fuel in her car, it still costs her £20. So yeah, she thinks that the cost of fuel going up is just a hoax. Yeah. Been doing it for years apparently. Just put in £20 in and it only ever costs her £20. Funny how that happens. 22 hours one way to Vegas. That's a lot of driving. How many times did you stop on the way, like, for more than just like a quick pee and snack break? Like, did you have any overnight stops? I mean, you know, in my head, I'm equating this to like me driving to my mum's house, right? Because the sheer size of America is still something that my head cannot wrap its head around. Wrap its head around? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. You know, when you say, yeah, drove from here to there, I'm like, yeah, you know, that's just like 4 hours down the road. This is true. And also true, Nom. Yes. They haven't actually started paying the increased fees yet, but they are already passing on the increase. And that part really aggravates me. There is no distance in the UK that you can drive to that will take you that long. No, that's true. I don't actually know how long. I think the longest point...
Manuel.
Hey, Unlimited, thank you. I think the longest point that you can travel in the UK is from Land's End to John O'Groats. And I don't actually know how long that would take you. Oh, I bet Nom. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah, it's all, you know. I do you a favour, you do me a favour, etc, etc. I am so disillusioned with politics in general in the UK at the moment. Disillusioned, disenfranchised. Both, probably. I'm good, thank you, Unlimited. How are you? What have you been up to? We're having a very chill, crafty afternoon here today. That little red panda is very cute. A shit show. Yeah, exactly. Texas is roughly twice the size of the UK. From Austin, in the middle of Texas, it takes about 10.5 hours to get to El Paso, which is on the border of Texas. Yeah, see, it doesn't make sense at all to me. Like, I could get all the way up to Scotland in that time. America is just too big for us to comprehend. This is true. And there's a big banner event on in Leeds this weekend. and one of my friends who had a ticket was trying to convince me to go because some people had dropped out, so there were tickets suddenly available. I was like, oh, you know, it's a really long way for me to drive on a Friday night to get there for Saturday morning, but in all honesty, it probably would have only taken me about 4 or 5 hours to get there. In the grand scheme of things, not actually that far at all. Out of 50 states, 13 of them are bigger than the UK. Well, yeah, like we're a little tiny island. Not really all that surprising. Okay, clouds cut. Something I tried to put in the bin just fell out of the bin. You thought it would be more than that? Yeah, agreed. Like the people who, you know, just on a whim, were like, yeah, let's load a ton of stuff into a boat and go and see what we can find. Like for the people who went and founded new lands, I mean, it wasn't really, but yes. But yeah, even the people who are like, yeah, let's load up and put everything in a wagon and go and find new things. Even crazier. No worries, Croesus. Thank you for hanging out. Lovely to see you. Hope you have a fun day, whatever it is that you're up to today. No spare wheels and no A8. Yeah, this is very true. Green flag and not coming to help you on that one. Yeah, travellers in general, people who just went out and you know, kind of also with no real idea on whether or not they would come back as well. I'm currently reading for book club Project Hail Mary. And I realise now that it is also a film. I didn't realise that when we started reading it this month. But yeah, it's very sciencey, which I'm actually enjoying. I feel like the sciencey parts have been well explained enough. I don't need to sit there and write it down for it to make sense. I'm listening. I'm doing audiobook rather than reading. But some of the kind of perspective on how big parts of space are is a little bit mind-blowing. What blows my mind is how there are hundreds of cables connecting countries across thousands of miles of oceans. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Like, how did we manage to do that? Because isn't there a transatlantic Let's say pipeline. Do I mean pipeline? But yeah, there's a whole load of transatlantic cable, right? Oh, I don't like the sound of that, Nom. I don't like sad. We don't want sad books. Oh, good sad. Okay. I mean, kind of the premise of it, I guess, lends itself to a bit of sadness, right? Isn't that like a heist movie plot that you tap into the transatlantic pipeline? Access financial data flowing, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, right? Sad good, not sad bad. Okay. Gotta have some stars in and amongst the clouds, right? And you can't see those probably either. Trust me, I'm putting stars down. There are stars going on the page. Ooh, a Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, is that the one? I do still need to read that. It's on my TBR at the moment. I currently have 3 books on the go. Oh, there's a new one. Ooh. Sunrise on the Reaping. Yeah, sorry. My bad. I don't think I've read, well, in fact, I'm pretty certain I've not read Ballad yet. I can almost hear a game sound in the background or something. I know I don't have any games open. So yeah, for book club we're currently reading, like I said, Project Hail Mary. And then I'm reading, I think it was one of my Prime first reads book. So because I subscribe to Amazon Prime, you get to pick a free newly released book every month. It's called the First Witches Club. I'm also thoroughly enjoying. So I'm reading that on my Kindle and then listening to Project Hail Mary in the car on my commute. Oh no, sticker did not stick. There we go. Best movie adaptation so far. Okay, good to know. I'll need to read it before I see it, obviously. That's how that has to be. One of the funnest things about using stickers when you have cats is noticing how many cat hairs you manage to get stuck under stickers after you've stuck them. Is that something you've noticed too, Nom? It reminds me, I was going to go and have a look at your rainbows. Ooh, yay, rainbow unicorns. Cute. I like it.
Capybara, 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 capybara.
I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can show you some of these layouts that people have started without showing you things you shouldn't see. Right, hold on. Let me, oh no, don't zoom in. Bring this over here. So this is one of the layouts that someone has started for the traveling journal. I like it a lot. I see Isabel, and these are clever. So I'm guessing this is like when the journal arrives with you and when you post it on. Very smart. I like this. Right, quick. That's very cool too. We like this. Yeah, so Laura has chosen a black paper journal, which is going to be fun. We're all gonna struggle with that, I have a feeling. Okay, who keeps the journal at the end? So basically, you set up your journal. So this is me setting up my journal, and then it goes around the entire group and it comes back to you. So you keep your journal with all of the additions once it has been finished. Alka will tell you that she also gets confused by this and doesn't understand why you would do it. See? Do I have a white gel pen up here? I do. Oh, it's a 10 though. Got an 8. I'm just gonna have to go for this, I think. Wish me luck. Freehanding lettering is really not a forte. As will become very evident momentarily. I'm definitely in the stencil gang. Alco's had enough. She's opening a cold one.
Have you got a drink?
I do have a drink, yes, thank you.
Are you drinking your drink?
I am drinking my drink, yes. No? I'm getting told off, chat. Please hold. Thank you.
Oh, I paid for this one.
I can't do it again.
Okay.
Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Russell. Don't listen to Alco. Now my gel pen has stopped spitting out white and is just spitting out clear. That's not very helpful. Where did I put the scrap paper? Yeah. I need to do the trick with some blue tack. Do we have any blue tack up here? Hello, Floof. Can I assist you with something? Just come to say hi, huh? Come to beg for snacks, more likely. Exactly. Let's make sure I don't end up with white gel pen splatters all over my journal. Apparently it is a very common thing for gel pens to not work properly. And if I could fish the end of this out. So I hopefully don't stab myself live on stream with a craft knife. Although I did stab Alco with a pair of scissors earlier today. Oops. Unintentionally, I should add. Okay, no, I didn't mean to cut the end off. Just trying to... Come on. Give up the cap.
Thank you for your patience during our ad break. Now back to our scheduled programming. Enjoy the stream.
Thank you, Russell. Hello, Nom. Thank you for chilling during the ad break. Right, okay. I should put the knife away now that I have managed to pry the end out. So, some blue tack. Dab pen in. Peel off the excess. Recap. This apparently helps with the flow for gel pens. Because they don't have enough, I guess like vacuum to run properly. sorry. You okay with that? I'm fine. Are you okay? Should we see if this has worked? Yay! Now it's actually writing in white again. I do still need to... Hello? No toe beans on the journal, please. Bye again. I do need to go and stab the end back on a bit more. But I will do that when I don't have a microphone on me. I'm sure that's not pleasant. There's a very unfortunate white dot on the paper right in the middle of my A that makes it look like I did not leave a gap in my A, but I promise you I did. Okay, how do we do an M? Kind of like this. Ish. So when Laura's book, Laura's the one who's chosen the blackout paper for their book. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a challenge for me, I think. I have to think very carefully about how I add things to that book. I'll get my strong wife to assist me with putting that end back on. Why do I have a random bit of either glass or shattered plastic here? Where's that come from? Okay, so dreams on this side and then goals on this side. And I have a whole series. One of my friends who also is a sticker fiend doesn't use one particular page of the sticker pack, so she's gone through every single one that she has and sent me all of these boxes, and I wondered if I could put these boxes on here, but I don't think they're going to be big enough, unfortunately. So, not that plan. In that case, what about little notebook pages? Yeah, I think that could be cute. Was that very loud? I'm so sorry. If I need to go and change some volume settings, then I will. There seems to be a lot of grey fluff on my journal all of a sudden. Weird that. I used an actual proper glue stick to glue this black paper on. Thinking that I would get a better result than if I used my tape runner. No. Should have just used tape runner. Would have been better. Okay, so I need 8 little notebook pages on here. Let me add the title in so I know I've got space. Oh no, I don't have an O in this. Oh boy. I've used all of my O's. Okay. Can I get any of these to come off? Could that have been any less straight? Oh well. Two, 3, 4, 5. think I can get 8 on here. Hopefully. Five. Six. Okay. 8 little notebook pages. Let's go for a 0.6. They don't look like much yet, but they will look like proper notebook pages momentarily. Hopefully. That wasn't quite dry enough. Oops. Right, I'm gonna leave that to dry a bit more and dig out some coloured pens while I wait. So, notebook pages, they have blue lines, like a pale blue. And then the margin, is that grey? With a red line across the top? Why can't I think off the top of my head now what a notebook page looks like? Red margin. Okay. Okay. Now we draw lines. No, it's no ruler. This isn't a ruler kind of project, huh? Press buttons. I'm gonna find somewhere to prop the journal the other way around without randomly pressing keyboard buttons. Apparently not so easy. Okay, here's the blue lines in. Add in the holes for it to go into a binder, obviously. I think that looks like notebook paper. What do you reckon? Add a bit of a shadow down the side. Yeah? Cool. Thank you, Nom. One of my favourite ways to do a weekly layout in my journal as well. Add a little set of notebook pages and then fill one in a day. Another page done. I'm gonna try and get one more done today. And I've probably left the most complicated one to last, obviously. So, we shall see what I can do. This one. Right. I saw an idea and I loved it. I'd already had in here to do a greenhouse and fill it with plants. So just like any plant stickers, basically. It is a sticker bomb page, but not. But I saw someone post a video of a page they had done. Can I find the picture? And are you going to be able to see it? Can you guys see this? So someone has actually made a little pair of doors that opens for the greenhouse. And I love this idea. So I'm going to see if I can do a version of. I don't know that I am talented enough for this, but we should give it a go. Like, my major concern is obviously, like, it has a pitched roof. And how do I make sure that the doors are at the same angle? But I guess we'll figure that part out when we get to it. So, I'm going to start with a little base. As we all know, it is all about that base. I'm going to give myself... That's going to be my ground. I want the greenhouse to be as big as possible. I'm going to start it probably about there. That 4 free dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going here. And I'm still going to try not to use the ruler for this. But I will do journal maths and count the dots at least. So we're coming to this line. And I probably want it to come to here. It feels a little too sharp. Okay, let's come up another 3. We're aiming for there. Why does that not look symmetrical? I'm sure it is. Okay. So, see where I'm going to get stuck in here is with perspective. Maybe there. And how does that work here? Kind of like that. And then that's the back of my greenhouse, I guess. And probably you can't see a single thing I'm drawing again. So this angle here needs to be the same as this angle, right? Where the roof meets. So whatever that angle is for the floor. Is that right? Someone who knows how to draw perspective properly. I don't know now. I feel like that's not right. Would it just go straight across here like this? And this would meet here? It almost looks like they've papered it at the top. I don't know. That part's confusing my brain, so I'm going to ignore it for now. The journal maths is not mathing. All I can do, it seems to be that the roof is a little challenging. Maybe. Pretty sure that's not right, but it's just a little drawing. So, in theory, if I was going to put a door onto this greenhouse, I'm going to have to... Maybe if I draw it in black pen, I'll be able to see through it enough to trace the angles. It feels like that would probably work, right? Need to do a very speedy pen test back here. If I'm going to colour the base of this, how much is it going to go through to the other pages? Hopefully, not too much. No, we're good. Okay. Thank goodness this paper stands up to markers nicely. Okay, number 7. I'm still not convinced by this roof situation, but I know you guys can't see it. If I Hold up. Can you see? Doesn't look quite right. And I can't quite figure out the angles. If anyone has any brilliant ideas before I get to that part, do let me know. Doing one vanishing point perspective, yeah, so it's all kind of coming in that way. Like, I can't figure out how the example one is done. It is not making sense to me. Opposite to the bottom angle. Oh, okay, so these walls would go higher and it would go that way? Okay, so if that one went up there, that one's gonna go to there. So more like that. That does make sense. Top left point would need a horizontal line going to its matching point on the right for the frame. Oh, right, okay. Top left point need a horizontal line going to its matching point on the right for the frame. All the way over here. And not at the front. True. Isn't that going to cut through all of these lines? Yeah, so this is the... I feel like this is a much shallower angle as well, where they've ended the... I can't zoom in anymore. Frame would be on the door. Yes, true, it would be. Maybe this doesn't need to be quite that sharp. Continue drawing a greenhouse. Drawing a greenhouse would be quite so complicated. More like that. And then these lines obviously need to continue. Up. Okay. So I've gone up 1 dot. And then half a dot for that. Okay. Drawing it in. Journal maths is happening again. Trying to make sure I've got these uprights even. – 16, 17. Oof. The journal maths does not work for that. Okay, what if I do this as 3 and then it goes down to 16? And then we can do 4 4s. There we go. Did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. got there in the end.
Apologies for interrupting your viewing. An ad break will now run for 180 seconds. Please hang out and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Russell. Oh, that line went a wee bit wavy. So, can I now see through this enough? Yeah, I can. Just. one side and then not quite as easy to see this as I had hoped.
Thank you for your patience during our ad break. Now back to our scheduled programming. Enjoy the stream.
Thank you, Russell. If I'm going to put doors onto my little greenhouse, I'm going to need everything to be probably at least 1 dot wide. So I'm cutting out this part. And I need to mirror that on the other side. Why does this feel lower? In fact, it is lower. They're at the same point down here, but they are a dot different up here. Uh-oh. Okay, that's better. And then probably I'll just put bars in all of this. We're keeping all of that part. Take another one out of the middle. I wish I had some slightly thicker dot grid paper for this. Or I may end up tracing this out onto some card or something. Because I've got a feeling that once I've cut all of this out, it's going to be very flimsy. Something like that, I think. So that's my rough plan. Hopefully it works. What I may do is cut one and then see if it works both ways and just use it as a template. Lay the card over them. Yeah, I was thinking of using, we've got some cellophane downstairs and I was thinking of just sticking that so it's still clear. But vellum would be a good shout. I might have to bring some home. I don't think I've got any here. Home from work, obviously, is the rest of that sentence. I need to figure out how I'm attaching this into the journal. Do I need to leave myself a glue tab? Potentially. Kind of thought about doing it as like a tip-in using washi. And then you would see the washi, so the washi would like sit down here, which isn't necessarily a problem. You need to see how it looked. hoping this works. I might be a bit sad if it doesn't. Only I'm taking shavings off my lovely wooden ruler now. Oops. It's not my intention. Almost there. And then we can test the door to see if it actually fits. Wouldn't that be funny if it didn't? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think? Is it gonna fit? Drum roll, yeah, we should have had a prediction running for this. Will it fit? Okay. Yay, it does! Okay, so it fits that side. Will it fit the other side? Can I use this as a template for both? Yes! Okay, perfect. Now I just need to figure out what I'm making it out of, or I just use this. If I did it as a washi tip-in, you would basically have a line of washi here that would be this side hinge, and then you would do the same on that side. So you'd flatten it over like that and put another strip of washi up there. That would be nice and simple. I think maybe I will do that. I'll find some plant related washi. Woohoo! Now I just need to make another one. And also somehow, without screwing it up, rub out all the pencil lines that are on here. Which may be the hardest part. Ah, you. Hello? Can we assist you with something? I don't think you can see Stormy, can you? No, I didn't think so. I'm to sit on the arm of my chair. It's a very not helpful place to be. But that does feel quite Stormy coded, really, huh? Getting in the way as much as possible. Exactly. Her job is to make doing any of this as difficult as possible. And she is doing bang up job, honestly. Hey little floof. You okay there? Yeah? Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. I just made her turn around and get up. How very dare I? How am I gonna do this, Tommy, huh? Can I just... Probably be easier if I had a longer pair of scissors. But I do not. You okay? You're pairing a chat. Yeah. Okay then. I'm sure they would love that. Thank you. I imagine Stormy's actually hoping that I'm going to screw up some of these bits of paper for her so she can go and chase them. Hydration done. Thank you for the reminder. We're going freehand this time. Pray for my fingers. Oh, not lost a finger yet. So far, so good. That would certainly be an interesting end to the stream. There is still time, this is true. We still have 8 boxes left to go. Oh, missed the line. Just that one? Just that one. Two doors. Boop. Greenhouse. Done. Nah. Progress, but definitely not done. Okay, what are we at? 1823. Won't be too much longer. And let's try this brown. Does this cover up the pencil lines? Yes. Yes, it does. And then I'll make a decision as to whether or not I'm sticking cellophane behind it or if I just leave it open. Currently unsure. There's not a lot of gluing area to get tape runner onto. Get the cellophane to stick. What are we doing for dinner tonight, Alco? Are we doing one of those slow cooked things? Ooh, we've got those masala fries. Do we still have those? Yeah. Okay. Looks like the plants are at the front, kinda. If you use something, you'll be able to stick. Ooh, yeah. Sorry. What did you say?
I didn't eat them, did you?
I did not eat the masala fries. No. You'd be able to put sticks on the windows. Yeah. I like that idea, Noms. I like it a lot. I will go and find some cellophane from downstairs. I'll have to post this on Discord once it's done. Got a feeling this is at least another hour of crafting before this spread is done. And I'm not sure I've got that much more streaming in me. Plus, I kind of need to go and meal prep for the week. So, or at least for tomorrow. And of course, it's big, busy event week at work. Yay. You can tell I'm really excited about this, right? Filming every day, new launches every day, new everything every day, basically. Big stress, blah blah. Okay, door one. Let me put that there to dry and I shall colour in door two. Never ending launches, yep, exactly that. Apparently I've got a meeting tomorrow as well about joining up social media across our company and our parent company. Trying to share some of that load. And coordinate and cross post content. Exciting. But I've got to have this meeting around all of the launch activity. Hopefully the people that I'm sending my journal to have some plant stickers that they can add. I'll be very disappointed if the greenhouse comes back without being filled. I think probably adding cellophane to this is going to help give it a little bit more structure as well. It probably is a good idea. Maybe there should be one occasion where I do a tip in with actual sellotape rather than washi, so it's a bit more invisible. We've got that nice matte Scotch tape. It would probably work actually quite nicely. And it wouldn't stand out quite as much. Okay. Final look at the vision before we end for the evening. So, door goes here. And door goes here. Ta-da! Greenhouse. Should I do some blue around the outside? A bit of sky. Yeah, it's a bit too plain. Oh, that's far too bright. I need one of my combo blues. I think, can you guys see that blue? I think that's going to be a little bit too bright. I'm going to have to wait until I'm downstairs. This is the palest blue that I have up here, unfortunately. But my other good pale pens are all downstairs. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there today. So, this is where we're at so far. We have a title page. Letter is going to sit in here. Check in and out goes in here. Don't need to do the bit about me. In theory, that should be the easiest page to do, but I've not done it yet. I'm going to print a map to go onto here, and I'm going to draw some little postcards in here for people to draw their own postcard. Pink page, add pink stickers, pink washi, pink paper, whatever. Book recommendations. This is going to be, it's called Positivity. There's going to be a whole load of tea bags with positive notes or quotes or affirmations for people. I'm going to do some horoscopes on here. We have the Fill the Greenhouse. Goals and dreams. Oop. And then this or that stationery edition. And that is the end of the pages that I am doing in this journal, and then the rest of the book is for everyone else to fill in. So actually that's a bit of a lie. There is a pen test page here, and then this is washi salad, so any like little end pieces of washi as you're going through, you just add it in. And then I've added a note at the back with some ideas for other people, pages that they can do to add in. Ta-da! Traveling journal is getting closer to being done, which is lucky really, because I need to post this by the 6th of April, and I still have another one to set up. Like I said, I may have taken on just a little too much with doing 3 journals at once, but it's only the first initial setup that's going to be a problem, and then I just have to add like 2 or 3 pages to each of the journals each month, and that's going to be easy. BZ. Probably. Maybe. Perhaps. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed some very cozy, chilled journal time. I don't imagine anyone else is currently journal streaming at the moment. No. Nope. No other journal types are on at the moment. So we'll just finish here. We'll make it nice and easy. Thank you for hanging out. I don't know when I'll be back next. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I'd like to be able to say, you know, an actual schedule, but we all know that I probably wouldn't stick to it or be able to stick to it. It's not a question of want, it's a question of struggle. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a lovely one. I will post some pictures of this into Discord once it is more finished so you can see more of the layout. Thank you again for hanging out and I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!